Hey! Okay, today I'm going to be running through everything I made in 2025, this past year. This was my third year knitting, and I feel like I made the least I ever knit this year. But on the flip side, I have worn the stuff I made this year more than any of the stuff I made in my first 2 years knitting. I feel like I was still like figuring out my style when it comes to like knitwear, and I love like really colorful yarn, but I don't really love wearing super colorful pieces like that. So yeah, anyway, this year I made the least I've ever made, but I made the most like wearable pieces, and I'm like very proud of the pieces I made this year. I really love watching these videos, so I'm super happy to be filming my first one ever, and I hope you like it. I think I'm gonna start with accessories first. I made so many of these little hats this year, probably at least 10 of them. I opened commissions and made a couple of these for other people. I am currently making another one for my friend Haley. A lot of like black ones people really like. They're so cute. I love the silhouette of them. I get compliments on them all the time. I really genuinely wear these so much, and I feel like they're so like classic to my personal style, like a big sweater, big pant, and then like a cute little silly ears hat. I think is just like so charming. I made this one with blue sky Surrey alpaca, I believe. This one is from a Noro, but I don't remember the kind. This was a gift from one of my coworkers, and I love, 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 love this one. Like the variation in color because of the Noro. Noro is stunning. This one I made with some Isager yarn and a blue mohair, and I think I made this one a little off gauge because it's slightly smaller, and I also like don't love wearing it because it's kind of itchy from the mohair, whereas this one is so soft and I wear it a lot. But yeah, I have more of these even, but I just grabbed a couple. But I made so many of those this year, and I love them, and I'm happy to make them for my friends because I think it's so cute. Like when me and my girlfriend go out and we both have our little ears on. I love it. What can I say? Next thing I made were these little ankle warmers for my girlfriend because she does ballet, and I got this yarn from the Wayshed, the craft reuse store in Chicago. I made 2 pairs of these, one for her, and then I made these for me, and I like never wear them, but I will probably wear them more like when I'm doing yoga again actively. I haven't been doing that a whole bunch because I've kind of been lifting more, which is crazy for me. Anyway, I don't want to get off topic. But I think these are so cute, like perfect little yoga socks. She wears them a lot to ballet. I also really, like, side note, really want to make a video of like knitting patterns for girls who do ballet. So if you're interested in that, like, please let me know. That would be a really fun video to make. If literally one person wants that video, I'll make it. So please let me know if you do or don't. Anyway, back to why we're here. I also made 2 of these bandanas by Rat and Sea Witch, and I wore this one to death because I wore it every single day to my job. I'm a cheesemonger as my full-time job, so I wore this, and then they changed the dress code at my job, so we can't wear bandanas anymore, and I haven't worn it since, and I'm so sad because I genuinely love this. Hey, it's Future Zoe. Literally 2 hours after I filmed that, my coworker Bestie texted me that we can wear bandanas again. So I'm really excited about that because I wore her today, and it's back to being my daily driver for work. And I made this one with a linen yarn that I got from my same coworker who gifted me the Noro. She also knits, so she has like really good taste. Yeah, I actually like made this one a little too big because I kept doing a pattern repeat. But I think I'm gonna give it to someone. Yeah, so it still gets a lot of wear. I have someone in mind for this that I'm going to gift that to. Next up, we have this beautiful, stunning, gorgeous Sophie hood that I made for my girlfriend because she gifted me this Noro for Christmas, so I wanted to make her something out of the yarn that she gave me. She actually wears this a lot, and and I'm really happy with it. I need to make one for me. I love it so much. Like, the Noro is so pretty. It's like giving a very whimsical vibe. Yeah, this is great. I love this. Next up in accessories is this Loopy Studios scrunchie bag, and this is my third one that I have made. I love this pattern. I need to block it out, but I actually made this for a friend too that I did a trade with, and I'm glad I finally finished it because it was taking me forever because I've knit this pattern 3 times now, so it just like was not inspired to keep going. But I think this pattern is so genius. I really love using hand spun yarn in it. This one is not fully hand spun, but like I spun probably 50% of the yarn for this, which I think it's such a good pattern to use hand spun yarn for. And like the other ones that I've made are fully like hand spun yarn by me, and I'm so proud of them. Like, they're stunning and gorgeous and like so unique, you know? Like, who has a bag like this? Only people who knit or crochet. And I think that's so cool. Last thing in accessories is on my bag currently, and I don't want to take it off, but it's a little Ribka fish pouch. We know her, we love her. It's by Rat and Sea Witch. Talk about her patterns a lot. This one I used scrap yarn. It's like a linen yarn, like same as that bandana, held with a Lang yarn that I don't recall right now. There was no tag. It was gone by the time I was making that, but just a little scrap project guy, and I think it looks really good on my bag. I love her. Yeah, so good. Okay, and that's all. Oh wait, no. Finally, my last accessory is this beanie number 6 by My Favorite Things. I showed this in my last video because I was making it for my girlfriend for Christmas, and she loves it. I do think the brim on mine turned out to be bigger than like the one in the example photo, but I did make the larger size, so maybe that's why. And I followed the pattern and measured it. I do think this is really cute. It's really warm and cozy, and she has worn it already, so that's a good sign. That's all for accessories. So now I'm going to move into garments, which again I didn't make that many of, but I love the ones that I made. First up is the Sugarloaf Shrug. Yeah, I talked about her in one of my videos too. This was a alpaca yarn held with just like a black merino wool, and it turned out so cozy. I really like it, and I'm very happy with the knitting process of this. It was so fun because you just do increases and like knit in the round, which that's what I want to do. It's so fun. I love that. And then next up is my Zabelai vest. I love this pattern. I think it's so cool. I also really love how the vest came out in general, and it's so good. It's so good. I actually hand spun the brown and white, but I held them each with a string of cone yarn that I got from the Wayshed, just to like meet gauge and like make it a little thicker and bulk it up a little bit. But I really think this turned out so good. I love doing color work, and I always forget how much I love it until I do a project like this. This is so cool. I literally love this pattern, and would recommend it to anybody who wants to try color work. My friend Daisy also made this vest, and hers is like black with a fuzzy mohair white on the inside. It looks really good. But yeah, when I wanted to make this like when I first started knitting, so I'm glad I finally made it this year. And I actually have worn it a good amount of times. I wore it the other day actually, and felt really good. Benny, can you sit? He's so needy. Sit there. Okay. Next up, we have my winter's pullover. I love this and I wear it so much. I made it in Noro, Madara, and Sake, and I love like the variation in the colors and like the speckling. It's also so soft because it's wool, alpaca, and silk, which kind of gives it like more of a drape than I would want in a winter's pullover, but I think I'm just gonna knit this pattern again or make the Great Lakes pullover. Probably the Great Lakes pullover. Maybe I'll make this like in 1 or 2 years down the line again. But yeah, this one I wear so much. Like, this is probably my most worn knit other than like my little accessories that I wear all the time, like the hats and scarves and stuff that I wear daily. I really, really love this one. There's not too much to say about this one. I just love it so much. I feel like this year I really like reached a good place with my knitting where I'm like understanding construction really well and being able to make things fully to fruition of like from visualization to modifying a pattern and materializing it. And this is like one of those things that I just think turned out so good, and I will have this forever. Okay, finally my last garment of the year is the Lakes pullover by Ozetta. I love this so much. I know I've been saying like I love this so much about every single piece, but like I really do love this so much. I got this wool farm yarn from the Wayshed, the craft reuse store, and then I hand spun the red stripes because I only had 4 skeins of the gray. I also did the double knit collar in like a scrap yarn that I had laying around because I didn't want to run out of gray, and I was like, anywhere I can squeeze out like some more yardage from this yarn, I'm gonna do. So I did that and I added in these stripes, and it's definitely like more cropped than the pattern calls for, but I don't really have like any cropped sweaters, so I am super happy with how this turned out. I really love like the details on this, the folded collar and the saddle shoulders, like how it goes that way and then you pick up the stitches. This was kind of like inspired by the Frisian Knits sweaters and a Damson Matter sweater, like the color palette and the stripes. I just think this turned out really, really good, and it's so me. Like, I wear this a lot. I love the construction. I love how warm it is because it's really thick, and I feel like if you were to buy this sweater, it genuinely would be so expensive. So I'm really, really proud of it, and like, again, just like proud of like where I've gotten this year with my knitting. This is like the least I've made this year, but I also, you know, was spinning yarn, and I feel like this summer I took like a huge break from knitting and I got really into bike riding and like just being outside. I like roller skate a lot. So it was like my least productive year in that sense, but I'm still like obviously so happy with how my time was spent. And I love the pieces I got out of this year. I feel like I'm really bad at keeping track of like the yarn I used, needles, like what size I knit. So I'm planning on keeping a knitting journal this year. I actually made this book. I took like a bookbinding class and made this journal. So I will be keeping better track this year. So maybe like my everything I knit in 2026 video like will be more in depth. But if you have any questions, like what size I knit or whatever for these patterns, like feel free to ask me and I'll do my best to figure it out. Most of the time I feel like I knit like a size small, but I kind of like go off gauge sometimes and like size up on needles and make each pattern my own a little bit. So there is that. And this year I'm determined to become type A and keep better track of that. Like, I literally bought a planner. I'm going to keep a knitting journal. I'm like mapping out things clearly because anytime I go back and I'm like, oh yeah, like I made that, and half the time I like don't even know like the adjustments that I made or the modifications, and I'd really like to get my shit together this year and be more on top of that. So yeah, if you do have any questions, please let me know and I'll do my best to answer them. But yeah, that concludes my video for today. If you liked it, I would love it if you subscribed and stuck around. No pressure though. You could also follow me on Instagram if you're interested. I go by Woolly Peach over there. But yeah, I really love watching these videos, so I'm happy I got to film one for you guys today. And I hope you liked it. I also hope y'all have a good new year and you accomplish everything that you want to in the new year if you have goals. If not, it's still gonna be a good year. 2026 going to be better than 2025. I'm manifesting that in a crazy way and I believe it to be true. So anyway, I think it's also just like cool to have like a visual recap and diary of my progress as a fiber artist. Like look back on this and see everything I made in 2025. Like 10 years from now, if I'm still knitting, God willing, I hope I am. Like having this as a way to track that is really cool. So I hope you liked it too, and I will see you soon.